Hi, I'm Heather Sugg, reporting for FinTech Futures, live from Money20 USA. Happy to be joined here by Ted Kirk from YouLend. Welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at YouLend?
Yeah, so I lead U.S. partnerships for YouLend, and for us, we're an embedded financing platform, embedded small business financing platform. So really, partnerships are our only path to market. We're doing embedded business financing by way of partners with like e-commerce platforms, PSPs, any kind of vertical software business that's serving, a few thousand plus SMB customers. And so those are kind of the conversations I'm having, or with those types of companies, chatting with them about how to get their customers access to financing at the point of need, and just making it really easy for those business customers to get access to the money they need to grow their business, take advantage of new opportunities, whether that's an inventory purchase for an e-commerce seller, or refurbishing a space for a restaurant owner, just getting them the cash flow they need to grow their business.
Exactly. There's the cash flow, and easy access and timely access is what small businesses have been struggling with, and we in FinServe can do a better job still providing them with. So embedded capabilities is a great way to get it to them. Tell me in detail exactly how you're delivering these.
Yeah, so ultimately with these platforms, they typically are, again, a tech company, a payment service provider, someone that has a lot of small business customers and some visibility into the flow of funds for that small business. So ultimately what we're doing is through API connections, working with those customers to understand for their individual small business customers what their revenues are, what the trends therein are, and ingesting that data as a way to make pre-qualified offers for business financing to the customers based on what they've done from a sales perspective, over the last 3, 6, 12 months, trying to project out in the future what their future sales will be and kind of get some of that money to them now so they can, again, take advantage of opportunities to grow their business. And for the platforms, it's a great service. It keeps customers stickier, gives them a way to grow like the payments that they do through that platform, which ultimately is good for everybody. And ultimately just results in a happier small business because they've, to your point, had timely, easy access to financing right within the platform they're using to run their business.
Happier and healthier.
Yes.
Yes. So YouLend operates internationally.
We do.
And tell me more about how the international scope and scene compares to what you're seeing in the U.S. with small businesses.
In a lot of ways, I think it's really similar, right? I think we see just very high demand for financing from small business. I think this is a contingent that's been pretty underserved by traditional FinServe for a long time. And it's a contingent that really lives and breathes within these platforms that they use to run their business. And so we see high demand. We see a really robust small business segment that has a lot of opportunities that they should be able to take advantage of to grow. And just a big opportunity, whether it's in the US, the UK, or one of the other markets we operate in Europe, to get that financing in their hands so they can continue doing what they do, which is running their business. So overall, that's our focus, no matter the market, is just making that as easy and fast for them as we can.
And you've got some big partnerships in the States. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's been a great few years that we've been in the U.S. now. We really launched in earnest in 2022. In that time, we've launched partnerships with a pretty wide variety of platform partners, from recently announced partnership with Etsy to FreshBooks, the small business accounting platform, PaySafe in the payments space, and a lot of others. And so, for us, again, that's how we go to market. That's the lifeblood of our business. So that's why I'm here at Money20, trying to meet more folks to do that with, and it's been good so far. But I think, we're really excited about the U.S. business. It's been a banner year for us in 2024, and really exciting things to come in 2025.
Yeah. It's also been a banner year for embedded payments. And
yes.
Embedded. So tell me more about what we should expect to see on that scope.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're living in the era of embedded finance is our opinion, and certainly seems to be borne out by a lot of the conversations happening on the floor. So I think our expectation for embedded finance this year, 25, 26 and onward, is really that there's going to continue to be growing demand from both consumers and small businesses, really businesses of all sizes, to consume financial services in the platforms they're already living in. And I think our expectation as well is that there's going to continue to be more partner activity in the space. Been a good number of press releases this year, for instance, around large global tech companies who have chosen to take more of a partner-led path with regard to embedding financial services, whether that's folks moving away from first-party lending to move towards a more partner-led motion on like an embedded lending front, leveraging more embedded payments capabilities. So I think we see that as real tailwinds for YouLend, just given that we're well set up to be flexible and be a tailored partner to a platform to really help them kind of blur the lines between build, buy, and partner, and really develop something that's going to be purpose fit for their customers.
I like that. We're blurring the lines. You don't have to choose one anymore.
Yes. Yeah, you can have both.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of major news announcements, you've had a lot coming out for YouLend. To tell us what the major news has been recently. Well, speaking of major announcements, you've had a lot come out from YouLend. Tell us a little bit more about your recent news.
Yeah, it's been a great few weeks, great quarter vis-a-vis press. Big announcements coming out. Recently, we announced a new multi-year financing facility with our longtime partners at Castle Lake. So this is a U.S.-specific financing facility that's really just going to be the fuel we need for just even more explosive growth here on this side of the Atlantic. And then a couple weeks later, we announced a new milestone in our partnership in the UK with Dojo, a large payment service provider. Pretty exciting. We've funded over £1 billion jointly to Dojo's customers since starting partnership in 2020. So really impressive results for the partnership, but I think much more importantly, really impressive results for like those small business customers that we're serving and getting them access to the funding they need. And I think it's a testament to a lot of what we talked about earlier in this conversation, right? Just that the demand is there. There's a lot of underserved businesses that need access to finance, or even businesses who may have a great relationship with the bank, but they want a quick, easy way to get it from the platforms that they're living in. So expect more partnership announcements to come from us on the go-to-market side as well. But yeah, definitely been a lot of exciting talking points recently. So,
yeah, very timely area. I look forward to following and hearing more news to come.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.